more than just a promise ring, but it worked for a promise ring. Ow. I tried to tell a story a while ago. It turned out to be over 20 minutes long. So, can't upload it without verification of my telephone number, which I have none at this point. So I just make a few short ones, maybe cover the deficit. My name is Jonas Damian DWon, not DW, DOVE, DOVEON, not DW, DWon. Alright, Jonas Key, Jonas Damian. Sometime in October the 8th of 2020, me and my older brother had a fight, a bad fight. I brought it on. It was, well, I consider it something that I started. I thought I was going to die during the fight, but apparently I did better than I thought. You know, as far as I got a few punches in, didn't know it. But we went from one place at his car to about 25, maybe 35 yards away, and it was just about, I don't know, it was right at morning time, first light of day. Well, I remember a big fist and then his head, his headbutt, and it smashed my nose, and then he pounded my head on red clay gravel for a little while, and then he said, "Jonas, you can tap out anytime you need to. You can tap out." I was like, I tapped right out, and I had no hesitation, and I was not mad at him. I wasn't mad at him, not even then. I was mad at something. I was mad about something, but it wasn't my brother. I wasn't mad at him really. He gave me the punishments that I've been requiring. I've been needing some punishment, some severe punishment is what I needed. And I got it. And then I went to the hospital after, I slowed down and stopped at Gurdon at the Baptist Healthcare Medical Center, but I didn't go in. I just backed right back up, turned around, went under the viaduct on Highway 67 all the way to Arkadelphia. But I was going too fast, and I was kind of out of control, but I was very clear-headed, and I almost had a head-on collision, and I got some blue lights behind me. I was like, "Oh, I can't stop right now. I have to get to Arkadelphia," and so I did. But I pulled in at the Humane Society right in front of old Arkadelphia, historical Arkadelphia, where the big train silos are. And I got out, left my door open, and then I thought, I better turn my key off. And I turned back around, got back in. He said, "Get out of the vehicle! Get out of the vehicle!" And so I was like, "Oh, okay." And he said, "Do you need an ambulance?" I said, "Uh-huh." He said, "Do you need an ambulance?" I said, "Yes, I need an ambulance." So we went to the Arkadelphia Hospital, Baptist Health Medical Center Hospital. It's probably not the only one. It's the only one they ever take me to, by the way. They gave me a ride in a LifeNet ambulance all the way to Little Rock, Arkansas, where I spent 26 days in the Psychiatric intensive care. And they gave me one pill a day, maybe two pills a day, maybe. And other than that, they fed me 3 times a day, gave me 2 pills. I had a smashed, crushed nose, several concussions, snapped rib, but I got well. Within like 26 days after I'd been there, they was ready for me to get on with my life. And so I thought it was kind of an unusual thing that they wouldn't help to provide some travel home. But they gave me travel to the Compassion Homeless Shelter. Yeah, it's a nice place. I stayed there one night, and I walked down to the Our House, O-U-R, Our House Shelter. And I checked in there at about 8 o'clock in the morning, and they said it was one of the smoothest things I'd ever done, because I had all my paperwork with me, and I was COVID clear, none detected, by the way. I had 4 COVID tests by then. I had 2 in Arkadelphia, and then like one in both nostrils, so I guess two, at the hospital in Little Rock. So yeah, I haven't written this down because I don't have a notebook right now. I left all my notebooks down at the Swampy Sticks Death Trap, place I call home, the place where I used to call home. I'd never seen it get that bad. I never expected it to get that dangerous place. I mean, it's the craziest thing I'd ever seen. 6 days after the Our House shelter, I got ready to go. I mean, I was ready to go before that, but didn't have a way. Still didn't have a way. So I just got mad enough. I just walked up to the shelter and got the exit form and filled it out. This lady came out and talked to me and asked me, Mr. Key, what's wrong? I said, I just have to go home now. I have to go home. Nothing personal. Really nice place here. Few things wrong. Few things need to be fixed or improved, but for the most part, it's fancy. But thanks. I filled out this form and I put all my names on it. Jonas, Demian, DWon, Keith. And I think that's all I put on there. And well, you know how it is. I started walking. The interstate's about 32nd of a mile down the road. The old Veterans Memorial Hospital is right up in the hill, right by the Our House shelter. O'Reilly's and AutoZone auto parts stores are across Roosevelt Road there. I just walked down to the interstate, got on the ramp, and started walking. And I walked all the way to the Pentecostal Church Cathedral. That cathedral right there on the edge of the interstate, I-30, going south, or west, as they say. But I just laid down there and went to sleep for about 4 or 5 minutes or something. It was really great. And I got up, got my bread out, and this police officer said, "Hello, hey, somebody said you was asleep down there. I see you're eating your bread. Doesn't look like you're hurting anything." I said, "Well, yeah, I got a long way to go." He said, "I can give you a ride for a couple miles." Here's Pulaski County, and he took me to the county line. There's a state trooper waiting there. He gave me a ride for 5 more miles, so I got 7 miles worth of rides that day, and I stayed the night at the Bryant Travel Center, Subway, truck stop. Really nice place, north of Benton. Tried to get some help from a friend who was too busy. He wasn't too busy to say that he'd come and get me, but it'd be a while. Well, he never showed up. And I called him several times, talked to him 2 or 3 times, and left him a few messages. Then about daylight, I just said, well, I know what the deal is. I'm gonna walk. Apparently, I had no other choice. Well, as far as I know, whatever, sir. Anyway, so I made it to Gurdon, but it was a day or 2 after that. I'll tell you the rest of it in another video.